Professional athletes, they get injured. When they do, they may get sidelined, putting millions of dollars at risk, as well as their careers. There are it's a wonderful world we live in. We live in a world where there's medical advancement. And it's one of these medical advancements that we think we know something about. There's a cell inside of the body that's responsible for healing. This cell has the ability to become almost any other cell necessary to repair these injuries. We call them adult stem cells. What we know is that professional athletes are already using their own adult stem cells to get back in the game quicker. These stem cells have tremendous promise. One of the potentials takes beyond just these injuries and takes it to the next level of, in the future, maybe being able to deal with some of the damage to the brain from concussions and similar impacts that are suffered. As you can see, there's a lot of things happening in this space. But there's a problem. As we age, these stem cells age. They become less potent, meaning healing takes quicker, it becomes slower. We have less of these stem cells available to us. And ultimately, if these stem cells become contaminated, and they can contaminate many things, but say for instance by a cancer, they may become completely unusable. That's where we come in. We can collect, preserve these stem cells, the young, healthy stem cells, in a facility like this, which is a cryogenic storage facility, one of our partners' facilities, until some point in the future, maybe very soon, maybe some distant time in the future, when that person, that athlete, needs them most. And we keep them safe, so they're always there and available. So we've been talking to these agents, and the agents tell us that they want to protect their players. We've talked to the sports professionals, and they tell us that this is something that's very important to them. Obviously, their careers are at risk. So ultimately, the agent may be the lead into the marketplace to get us in front of the athletes. And athletes talk. They talk to each other, they talk to other agents, they talk to leagues, they talk to teams. There may well be a cascade effect that allows us to get a lot of impact within this industry to really help people. What we also know is that in professional sports, there's a lot of money at stake. This may mean that there's a high touch point. We may be able to offer concierge-type services to these professional athletes in order for them to get the best benefit from what we can do. So, obviously, a natural starting point is within the professional leagues. Moving on from that, we have the elite amateur athletes. And maybe leading on from that, as technology starts to advance, or the cost comes down, there's a much wider group of athletes that are available. And ultimately, with the promise of stem cell, we may find that it's something that we want to do for ourselves. Well, that's potentially everybody. That could be a very big business. So where are we? We've completed all our regulatory compliance. We've actually got relationships with cryogenic and laboratory groups that have the highest status within the FDA in terms of their infrastructure and their abilities. But I think the thing that's most exciting for Jason, my co-founder, and us, is we actually have our first athletes' stem cells in the bank. So, let me tell you about my team. We have expertise and success in stem cells, in professional athletics, in medical leads, logistics, and marketing. We've also had several successful exits. So, is it reasonable to believe that in such a competitive industry, such a competitive sport, that an athlete would rather reach for the highest potent, most available stem cells to get them back in the game quickest? Obviously, there's going to be a lot of questions. Jason and I are here and available. We would love to talk with you. Please come and find us afterwards. Another group with silly accents. Thank you.